Hey, hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this Python beginner tutorial series, today let's discuss about Python sets. Okay, so set is one of the four built-in data types in Python used to store collections of data. The other three are list, tuple, and dictionary, everything with different qualities and usage. Okay, so we already discussed about list and tuples in our previous videos, and here we are with topics about Python sets. Okay, this is part 1 of the Python set video where we will discuss about introduction to sets and how to access set items and how to add or remove set items. Alright, so jumping on to the definition, like set are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Okay, we already discussed about Python tuples and list where we use the data type to actually store collections of data. Similarly, sets are also used to store multiple items in a single variable. And set is a collection which is unordered, unchangeable, unindexed, and does not allow duplicate values. Okay, so unordered means that the items in a set do not have a defined order. Set items can appear in a different order every time you use them and cannot be referred to by an index or key. Okay, that's what we call it as unordered. Unchangeable means set items are unchangeable, meaning that we cannot change the items after the set has been created. Right, once the set is created you cannot change its items, but you can remove items and new items. So like we'll discuss about this in our next part, so we'll jump on to next. The key difference between other data type and set is it does not allow duplicate. Okay, sets cannot have two items with the same value. So this is the main difference why this is the main reason why people go for set data type. All right, so and next, yeah, set supports different data types like integer, string, and boolean. We also saw this example with tuples and list where it supports multiple data types like integer, string, and boolean. Similarly, sets also supports multiple data types. All right, so let's see how we can create a simple set. Okay, let me jump onto my PyCharm. I've already created a set for you, like I'm calling it as set1. And one key important thing to notice, you need to put this within a curly braces. Items in a set are defined in curly braces. Lists are defined with square brackets. Tuples are defined with normal brackets like parentheses, and sets are defined with curly braces. Okay, this is something very important with sets. And now I am printing it. Print set1. Now you can see it printed USA, India, and UK for me. It removed the duplicate. India has been repeated 2 times, so it removed the duplicate value and it printed me the actual set. Right, so this is how you can create a very basic set. All right, and the next topic is how to determine the length. Yeah, I like how we use length method in tuples and list. Similarly, we can use the length method here to actually determine the length of the set. So here it is 3, right? So it removed the duplicates and it throwed you the actual value in the console, which is 3. Okay, so this is very simple. And yeah, next topic is let's try to understand how to access set items. All right, now you created a set. If you want to access those set items, right, unlike lists or tuples, you cannot use an index or a key to actually access an items in a set. Okay, this is one of the key difference when you compare with other data types. So this is really important for you to understand. So whenever you want to access an item in a set, you cannot use an index or key. Okay, so but there are other alternate ways which you can use to actually find the items present in a set. All right, let's see an example here. Say if I want to print set1 of, let me give an index called 2. Okay, now you can see there's an error thrown here because set is not set object is not subscriptable. You cannot use an index with set. Quickly what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this into a tuple. All right, and oops, I'm going to quickly convert this into a tuple using parenthesis, and now I'm going to print it. Now you can see it took the actual value UK from my based on the index value provided. I have given the index value as 2 and it printed the value called UK. Okay, so this is something very key thing to note when you work with sets. Okay, so you cannot use any indexes with sets. So I'm jumping back to my original set. Alright, so yeah, so it does not allow any key value, any index or key. Okay, that is something important to note. And then how do I access items in a set? Now there are other ways, like multiple ways. You can use a for loop. Okay, that you can use a for, say, for x in set 1, print x. Okay, this way you can use a for loop and try to access each and every item in a set. Okay, this is one way you can use. And another way you can use is you can actually check if an item exists in a set or not. For example, you can write like print, say if I want to find out if the value or an item USA actually exists in set 1, USA in set 1. So USA, it's a string, right? So I should actually put it in double quotes. Right now, if I think it will return a boolean value to you, right? Yeah, because the value USA is present in set 1, so it return me a boolean value called true. In case if I put France, it is not available in set 1, so it will return a false value. Okay, so this is a way where you can access a set. Okay, so this is all about accessing set items. And one key topic to note here is how to add our set items, because this might be a little confusing, because initially we said it is unchangeable, right? When we say unchangeable, you do not get confused, because once set is created you cannot change its items, but you can add new items. When I say unchangeable, you directly do not have an option to change the items present in the set. Like tuples, sets also once created you cannot change it. Alright, whereas list you can change the items. Alright, so let's see how you can add new items to the existing set. All we have to do is like use an existing inbuilt method called add. So we have an inbuilt method called set1. We have an inbuilt method called add. And if we want to add any item, say if I want to add any country called Canada, right? Canada. So if I want to add a value called Canada, and I'm gonna print it, print set to 1. Yeah, now you can see Canada got added here, right? So it is not necessary it will be added only at the last, it can be at any position. So I'm gonna see, I'm running this particular operation multiple times. You can see the values are switching and changing, like the values are switching. It is not in a defined order. Say now you can see Canada is at my first location, USA second. Now if I run it again, you can see Canada went back to my second location, second index, like actually first index. So the index value will be always changing. So it is really difficult for you to use index in sets. Okay, so we discussed about that earlier, right? So we will not be able to use index. So this is the main reason, because each and every time when you run the set, the items present in it will change its positions. Okay, so this is something very important to note. And next is, yeah, you can add an singular multiple items to the existing set, and also you can add another set also. Like for example, say you have set 2 equal to, let's have some values like say France and Germany. All right, so you need to use update method there. Like I forgot to inform that we cannot use an add method. In case if you want to add another set, you need to use an update method. So we have something called update, and we need to provide the another set value here. So I'm providing set1 dot update set2. Now let's see. Yeah, you see now the values from the set2 and set1 are combined, and it is displaying as a single set. All right, so this is how you can add an item to a set, or add a different set. All right, so this is how you can implement it. And even you can add another iterables. Okay, so now we try to combine both the sets, right? Similarly, you can combine another iterable too. For example, say you have another list. So I'm gonna call it as list1. So say you have something like this. You can also combine these two. List1. You can also combine this list and set using this update method. Now if I run this, yeah, you can see now even the list got converted into set using this update operation, and then it printed me a consolidated single set. Okay, this way you can add different iterable. You can add dictionaries, you can add tuples also, similarly like this. Right, and jumping to the next topic here, remove set items. There are two important methods which you can use to remove the set items. One is using the remove method, and another one is using the discard method. All right, so the key difference between these two is, so when you use remove method, and if there is no existing item of it, then it will throw an error, whereas with discard it will not throw an error. Let's see an example so that you will have a clear understanding. So I'm gonna remove this list for better learning. So I'm using remove method, as simple as that, and I'm gonna provide the actual value. So let's say I want to remove UK. Okay, now the value UK is removed, and it printed me value India and USA only. Right, and again I'm using discard method. Using discard also the same operation is performed. India and USA remains, and UK got removed. Now let me give an unexisting value. Say I'm giving France. So now you can see discard does not throw an error with an unexisting element, whereas if you use an remove, it will throw an error. It will say the item France does not exist, right? So this is the key difference between using remove and discard method. You can use anything you want based on the operation or situation you are put in. All right, so this is how you can remove items from this set. And another way how you can remove an item from a set is you can use an inbuilt method called pop. So whenever you use this pop method, it will always remove the items from the last. Right, it will always remove the items from the last. So it removed let me print your set here, actual set here, print set1, because since it is removing, it will always remove the items from the last. So it is always not educated to use pop when you want to remove an item from the last, because each and every time you are not sure what will be the last element, right? Because the items in a set will change its position, it will be at a different position, so you will not know which item you are deleting. Okay, so pop is not much widely used, but this is something you can know, right? You can know like in case if at all you required, you can use this pop method in your real-time programming purposes, right? UK, USA, India. Okay, I don't think I need it. So we have India, USA, UK, and India, right? So when we used pop method, it will remove each and every item from the last. Now you see USA and India remains. Now if I run it again, USA and UK remains. Now if I India and UK remains. So each and every time the position might shift. So you are not sure what item will be present at the last, and it will pop method will remove items from the very last item. So it is not much very effective, but yeah, if at all required, you can use it. Okay, and then finally we have something called clear and delete, clear method and delete keyword. Clear method is like it's like a regular clear operation. In case if you want to clear an item present in a set, you can use this clear. It will clear all the items in a set, but the actual set will remain. You see the set is empty, and this is the use of clear operation. Where else if you want to delete the entire set, you can use del keyword, del set1. If I run this, you can see the set1 is not defined because it is already deleted, so it is not trying to print me the actual value, right? So the delete operation is successful. So yeah, I think that's all what I want to cover as part of this video. I hope you have a very clear understanding about how sets works in Python, and in our upcoming videos we'll discuss about other interesting topic regarding sets. In case if you have any queries, please post it into the comment section. I will try to answer it as soon as possible. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.